while I pray. Lord, please take my pain away. You take my pain away. Take my pain away. Hey. Hello, everyone. I want to thank you all so much for tuning into the Yvonne Luttrell's podcast. I am the fabulous host, Yvonne Luttrell. Guys and dolls, remember, if you have a show idea, or if you would like to advertise on the show, please log on to our website. That's www.yvonneluttrellpodcast.com. Also, you guys can log on to www.yvonneluttrellpodcast.wordpress.com. And also, don't forget, you can give us a call or text at 305-204-3371. Again, our number is 305-204-3371, or you guys can hit us up at 954-886-3543. And remember, right now, because I normally say if you guys would like to be a guest on the show, I haven't been saying that because let me just be honest. And I think I said it before. I don't know if I said it, but I'm going to say it now. I've had some guests on the show, and of course, I would never tell them that, but I had some guests on the show, and the show was just like really boring. And I just can't be having no boring shows. Now, I know sometimes I do a show myself and I'd be like, oh, and what else? And I hate when I do that. I hate when I'm like looking at something and I always say I'm going to give my 100% dedication to the show. And then next thing you know, I'm looking at a text, something else came through an email or whatever. And I'm always distracted and I kind of get thrown off. And then it's like, I sound like I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say or whatever. So I hate when I do that, but I do acknowledge that. But if someone comes on the show and they're just boring and I ask them a question, it's like, oh, yeah, well, now that you asked that question, like, no, I just don't. Right now, I'm just holding on the guest right now. So I definitely apologize because I did tell some people that I was going to let them come on the show, but I'm like, right now I'm just not going to do any more guests for right now. So that's why I have been saying on the last few shows that if you have a show idea or if you would advertise, instead of saying if you would like to be a guest. So if you would like to be a guest, just stay tuned to, a few more episodes if I change my mind. But right now, I'm not taking any guests on right now. You guys can catch us every Wednesday on any of your audio streaming platforms. Today's show was sponsored by Tax Resource Center and 729 Trucking. And today's topic rather, is should women propose? Also, another topic in this show, it's going to be the other topic will be sex after a hysterectomy. Okay, so first of all, I would like to say happy, wacky, wet, wonderful Wednesday. It's raining here in Florida and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And you guys know how I feel about the rain. I love the rain so much. I'm like so happy. I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, it's raining. So I love when it's raining. I just love it. I will not be here next week. So next week's show will be canceled. Next week's show will be canceled. I will not be here next week. Now, as far as the following week, the week after next, I'm really unsure right now because I'm not sure how I'm going to be, when I get back here. So just check the website for any updates or whatever. And so you know, just check the website to stay informed. Okay, so I want to start off by saying rest in peace to Nico McKnight. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. I think that's it. It seemed like a simple name. But Nico McKnight is the son of Brian McKnight. And I also want to say that Brian McKnight is a piece of garbage. That's not allegedly. He's a piece of garbage. Because no matter what two people go through in life, be the bigger person. Be the bigger person when you have a child or when you have children. Like, okay, so his first baby mother, I'm not sure, but I'm just saying, allegedly his first baby mother, she could have been a no good, low down, cheating whore, or she just could have been just low down and just dirty or, just no good. But whatever the situation, whatever happened, because we don't know what happened, he have a story, she have a story, and somewhere between both of their stories, I'm pretty sure the truth is lying out there somewhere. But regardless of their story, regardless of the situation, don't let that bitterness get between the relationship that you have with your child, with your kids. Now, if your child or children don't like you because of the other bitter parent, you can always just tell that child, whenever you want to hear my side of the story, I'm here. That's what you do. And you leave it at that. Hey, I'm here, regardless of what your mom told you, or regardless of what your father told you, when you want to hear my side of the story, I am here. You don't be a child, you don't be childish and act like a child with your own kids just because of the other bitter parent, especially like when you are the parent also, and when you are the adult, those are your kids. Now, you want to claim your wife kids, and I'm talking about Brian McKnight. He's married. I'm not sure if he was married to the first his first baby mother, but now he's married now, and his wife had two kids when they met, and so he claims her two kids, which is his stepchildren, and he have a child also with her. So he claims just having three kids. Um and here's the thing. Brian McKnight recently came forth with a statement since the passing of his son. And you guys can go check out that on his Instagram, and just you can see that statement that he had. And he basically said only God can judge the situation, which is true. Now, only God can judge the situation. And he's like, rest in peace, he's acting like he's all concerned or whatever. But this is the thing. Now, even though he's saying only God can judge the situation, and even though only God can judge the situation, just before his son passed away, he had a post on Instagram, and I think this post was like sometime in May. Someone was asking him about how many kids he had or something like that, and he only said, and he said that he only had three children, and that's the child that he has with his wife, and her kids that belongs to someone else. So, like, now you want to say only God can judge the situation, but if you want to be godly, you would have said that you have five children. Like, if you want to claim the step kids, that's fine. But you had two kids before this wife right here. So, like, I am just like so turned off by this. Like, dude, are you serious? You want to say only God can judge the situation. You want to act like you're so mature and everything, but you did not acknowledge those kids before that boy died. Like, what a fucking loser. And again, like I said, it doesn't matter. Even if, okay, and I'm just telling you guys, like, even if, okay, just say the two kids from the first baby mother, just say that they were like, "Oh, fuck you, whatever, we don't care." Now, I don't know if that happened. I really don't know. But like I said, if they got disrespectful, he could have just you said, "You know what? I'm not going to deal with you guys anymore. You know, if you're going to disrespect me, I'm not going to deal with you guys. But if you ever want to hear my side of the story, then, we can talk about it then." But even at that, even if you are mad or disappointed, you don't deny those children. Those are your kids. And then for his wife not to say anything about it, like, I mean, come on. I would never, me personally, I would never tell my husband to deny his kids. So clearly, I feel that the current wife is basically a tramp, and only thing she's concerned about is her current lifestyle and her selfish gold digging behavior. I just feel like that's gold digging behavior. You're a gold digger. You're selfish. You're selfish because she could have said, Brian, no, that's not right. Those boys, they are a part of you. I love you, so I love them because they are a part of you. I love anything that has to do with you, so I love them too. Even though the situation is messed up, they are still a part of you, and they should be a part of us. I mean, me, that's what I would have said. But everybody's different. Like I said, I don't know the story. I don't know how difficult the first baby mother was, and maybe she was. And so I'm not going to put everything on him. But like I said, even if she was evil, and even if she did poison those kids, those are still your kids. You don't have to have anything to do with them, but you don't deny your children. Okay, so now, anyways, moving on quickly, I want to speak about Cardi B. So, Cardi B is dating another man. And I just want to say, ladies, you might want to take notes from Cardi. She tried to forgive Offset and all of his lying and cheating and just whatever else they had going on. I just feel like he was so trifling in the marriage, and he took advantage of her. He took advantage of her heart, and he just figured that, hey, she loves me, she's crazy about me, and she's not going anywhere. And that's no way to be. Um so here's the thing, ladies. She took the foolery for a while, like most of us do. Like all of us have been through some type of foolery. Men too, like men take shit, women take shit, but how much shit are you going to take from a person? Like when is enough enough? But here's the thing also that you guys need to remember as well, ladies. Remember, that was her husband. Her husband. So, because, people used to be like, oh, she's stupid. He keep cheating on her, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But a lot of people who had something to say have never had a husband. And so you don't know what you would have done. And if you took something from someone who wasn't your husband, then okay, imagine, like, this is her husband, so she's fighting for her marriage. She fought for her marriage. She had been with him for like 7 years. They have 3 kids together. So again, like I said, this is her husband. This is not her baby daddy. This is not just some man that she's screwing, or a man that just comes around and get her pregnant. you know Um, but I do want to say, to the guys, y'all be doing too much. Like y'all just be doing too much. Just no good at, just no good men. And you have to remember, you can do dirt, you can, whatever you do, whatever you dish out, just know that it's coming back. So the tables, they always turn. So, ladies, it's very important that you know your worth. Now, she vented about leaving him, and like I said, it can be hard. And it's so hard when you are in love, when you really love someone. and she filed for divorce, and then next thing you know that they're back together. That's the typical relationship. You break up, you get back together, you break up, you get back together, and eventually you can get tired of that. And the thing is, Cardi B is very successful. She's successful, she is gorgeous, and she is bad. Like, Cardi is a baddie, a bad, bad, bad baddie. She's very gorgeous. And no, this is not about being gorgeous. This is not about being bad, bad, bad. But at the same time, ladies, if you have let yourself go, you need to find yourself. You need to reinvent yourself, because men, they are visual creatures, and it's not about looking good for a man. You need to look good for yourself. You want to look good, you want to, and you want to feel good, but like I said, you want to do it for yourself. And with Cardi already being gorgeous, when you are gorgeous and men are visual, you have a lot of options, so you can only imagine all of the options that she had. So, and again, like I said, you can only take so much from a person. And again, even though, this is her husband, this is her husband, this is not just her baby daddy. Even though that's not a reason to stay because it's her husband, but, at least, somebody did marry her, somebody did wife her. Marriage is always the goal. Having a baby daddy, that's not a flex. That's not a goal. That's never the goal, just having a baby daddy. So yes, she had a husband, but at the same time, payback. And I'm not saying you want to just be vengeful and spiteful or whatever, but again, like I said, those tables, they do turn. And now he's feeling it. And you have to let these guys know that you know your worth. It's very important that you let these guys know that you know your worth. And the reason why I just brought the situation up, is there are plenty of women out here that's putting up with bullshit over and over and over. And look at her. Look at Cardi. Like, I believe they are still married, but now Offset, he have deleted both of his social media sites, his Twitter, now known as X, and his Instagram. He deleted it, but he's probably like really sick right now. He's feeling it, and men do hurt. So, and I'm not telling you ladies to go out there and go hurt a man, but a man will hurt if you leave him, and because you know your worth and he knows your worth. Like, you can only tell him for so many, for so long, hey, you're gonna get your shit together, you're gonna have to stop this, or I'm out of here, I'm leaving. It's okay to forgive someone, uh can cheat on you, they can lie to you or whatever. People do things happen in relationships, but things should not be happening over and over and over. Like, the disrespect shouldn't be on a regular, because me personally, I'm not about to be forgiving someone on a regular. No, I'm not. And now the thing is, I can forgive you, but I'm going to go on about my life, about my business. And then, just like Cardi, I know my worth. Just like Cardi, I know that I'm a baddie. I'm definitely a baddie. So, again, like I said, ladies, if you have let yourself go, you can't just be listening to a song saying, hey, I'm bad, because, she may be saying she's bad in a song, and you may like that song and figure you're bad too, but you got to take a good look at yourself. Are you really a baddie? If you're not, you can always be a baddie. So that's why I said, if you have let yourself go, because people do be letting themselves go. If you let yourself go, take control of that. And, you know, but do it for yourself. Take control of it for yourself. And know your worth, and let this man know, hey, you get it together or I'm out of here. So take notes from Cardi's lady. Take notes from her. Okay, so now getting into one of the topics. One of the topics today is sex after a hysterectomy. So I want to just fill you in real quick for the people that may not know. For the people who have been following the show for since day one, then you know. But for the people who have recently came in or who came in after my hysterectomy, let me just fill you in real quick. So in 2023, in February, I had a hysterectomy, and I did tell everyone at that particular time on the show. I remember, I think it was on, yeah, it was on a Saturday. I did a show. I forgot the topic, that particular topic, but before the show was over, I did say that I was going to have a hysterectomy because I was having it that Sunday. I think it was the 19th Sunday, February then 19th, 2023, I believe. So, anyways, um, now let me see. I'm trying to see like where do I start? Um, so I guess let me just take you guys real quick to 2013. Okay. Um, well, first, let me see. I got the hysterectomy. Oh, I mean, okay, like when before I got the hysterectomy, the doctor he was very upset. He did not want me to have a hysterectomy because I didn't have children. I don't have children. I've never given birth. So, he did not want me to, but at this time I was able to get one. I wanted a hysterectomy in 2013. So I got the hysterectomy because of fibroids. So that's how it all started. So in 2013, I was in and out the hospital, bleeding. I had quite a few blood transfusions, and I'm gonna make it quick so I can get to the point about the sex after the hysterectomy. But so anyways, so I had quite a few blood transfusions or whatever. So finally, we had got to the bottom. The doctor and we got to the bottom of what was going on because my tests were coming back normal, but I was doing a lot of heavy bleeding. So it's always good to get a second opinion as well because the first doctor, he said that I had uh what did he say? I think it was a hormonal imbalance, and he was incorrect. When I went back, because he had put me on some birth control to control the bleeding, but when I went back to the OBGYN, he was not there. I seen another OBGYN, a gynecologist, and she was like, okay, you should not still be bleeding. So she said something is not right. Now, all of the tests that he ordered, he looked at these tests, and I don't see how he overlooked it. She looked at the same test, and then she was like, there it is. Like, you're ordering me to go take these tests, and you're not even paying attention to like what you're doing. And thinking about it, I should have just even sued, for being misdiagnosed or whatever, because I almost lost my life. So she looked through the charts, and she was like, there it is. She was like, I don't know what it is, but you have a big mass inside of you. We need to get that out of you. It turns out to be fibroids. Okay, so anyways, I was scheduled to get a surgery in 2014, but the end of 2013, I was rushed to the hospital because I was hemorrhaging. I almost died. And because of that, I'm like, I want a hysterectomy. I wanted the hysterectomy, but at the doctor at that time, she was like, she could not do it. She was not going to do it because she said that you're still ovulating, you may change your mind. So I've seen this too many times. Women have been in the same situation and they got a hysterectomy, then they regret it. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to regret it. But she wouldn't do it. But so they did do a surgery. And the reason why I was hemorrhaging, one of the fibroids was coming out of my cervix. So they only focused on that one particular fibroid. But There were more in me, but at the time I did not know until fast forward to 2022 when, hey, I'm bleeding again. Like, why am I bleeding? So by this time, it's like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm like, I'm not going through this anymore. I want a hysterectomy. So the doctor, like I said, he was very upset about my decision, but he could not do anything about that because now, hey, I'm in my 40s, close to 50. Get this thing out of me. I'm not doing this anymore. And that's what I told them. I'm not going through this anymore. So he told my mom and my sister during the surgery that he was upset about whoever did the surgery in 2013 because he was like, if I have all of these fibroids, that means I had them in 2013, and they should have focused on removing all of the fibroids, not just the one that was coming out of the cervix. So, but so he was really upset. He was like, she doesn't have any kids. She's so beautiful. She should have just had one child. Doctor, regardless of how beautiful I am or not, whatever, it doesn't matter. This has nothing to do with the way I look. You getting this, you getting this uterus out of me. So, anyways, I had the hysterectomy. I was very, very, very happy on having uh, on having the hysterectomy. So, I just want to say real quick that I am a mom. I'm definitely a mom. I've never given birth, but I'm a mom. And I say that because it takes a village. I have so many nieces and nephews that is just ridiculous, but I can't even get into that because like I want to wrap this up because I still have another topic, but I just want to say it definitely takes a village. I didn't miss out on anything but giving birth. I've done doctor's appointments. I've done um uh dropping the kids off to school, picking them up, teachers conference, helping with homework. Oh my gosh, when I tell you, like, so involved, so oh my gosh, my involvement with my nieces and nephews with my babies is like, oh my gosh. Like, I tell one of my sisters, like, okay, you're my baby mom, thanks for my kids, thanks for my girls. And one of my nieces, she looks so much like me, and everybody's like, oh, that's your twin or whatever. But um I'm very happy with the way things have went in my life. I was pregnant twice, and I talked about the abortion, and I also had a miscarriage. So I've been pregnant 2 times, but I just never given birth, and I'm definitely okay with that. But now let's get to the sex after the hysterectomy. So I was told that when you have a hysterectomy that your insides are gone, and if a man sleep with you, he's going to fall in because your vagina is just so big now or whatever. And then when it was time for me to have the surgery, I asked a few people. I'm like, well, how was sex? Everyone says that it was the same. Everybody said that. So um Um, I needed to know for myself. And as you all know, because I am so open and transparent on this podcast, I did get a divorce in 2023. So the last time I had sex was with my ex-husband, and that was in 2022. After I got divorced, I did some dating, but just dating. And remember, guys, this is very important for you guys and dolls. Dating is just dating. Dating does not mean sex. It can mean, conversation here. Hey, let's go out for ice cream. Let's go out to dinner. Let's go grab some breakfast, dinner, movies, lunch. Let's go out for drinks, conversation, and that's all it was. It was no sex. But I will say, um, I had stopped. going out, because after a while, people, they do want to sleep with you. No one just want to just hang out with you, and it's not going to be intimate. Well, I'm not going to say, people won't, but the people that I'm going out with, everybody wanted something romantic. So I declined going on dates, because even the offers that I got, it was, they, I want to, you know, ro- be romantic. I want to go on a romantic date with you. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to, like, if I go on a date, like, people are dating because they want it to be a relationship. And me, I'm on a friendship thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to be, hey, yeah, let's go out, but let's go out as friends. And so, anyways, that's how it was. So there was no sex, um 2023 at all. No sex 2024 at all. And then now it's 2025, and I was actually curious about how it feels. I want to know. Now, I've always wanted to know for myself, but this kind of happened out of nowhere. Like, the opportunity presented itself at a time that I was not even thinking about doing anything with someone that I care about, of course. And I just want to say, sex after a hysterectomy, it's amazing. It's the same. Oh my gosh. So I just want to tell you ladies this. Here's the thing. The uterus does not sit in the vagina. The uterus sits in the cervix. So nothing is being taken away from the vagina. So that's what I'm saying. Like, just experiencing this for myself, it's like, oh my gosh. And now I'm going to say this because I don't know if it was because I didn't do anything since 2022. Like, I don't know if I was starting to close up down there or whatever, but sex is really amazing. And ladies, I want to say this: if you have a small vagina, like me, I'm small down there. I'm not ruined down there. I'm not um I'm not worn out down there. If you're small down there, you're gonna still be small. So sex is fucking amazing. Like, oh my gosh, sex was fucking amazing. Oh my gosh. I feel like Rihanna, sex with me so amazing. Sex, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I just want to say, yeah, it was definitely all that. I just wanted to try it, you know, one time for right now. But I'm definitely excited now just to know this, because, now in the future, nothing changes. Like, it's small, it just seemed even smaller. It's, you know, just nice. And so if you have a snapper, it's still going to be snapping, ladies. You guys, you know what I'm talking about. So if you have a snapper, it's going to be snapping. I'm snapping. I'm super snapping. I'm still snapping. I'm so happy about that. And um, what else? I'm trying to see what else I want to say. Ladies, oh my gosh, I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, it's still small, it's still tight. I'm so happy. I definitely said that. And yeah, I definitely said that, but it was definitely the bomb. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Like, oh my gosh, it was so good. Maybe I shouldn't keep on saying that part over, but it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I'm really, like, just so happy that I tried it. So now I know for in the future that I'm going to be having some bomb ass sex. Like, I'm the type of person, like, once I'm with someone, once, like, okay, like, we're in a relationship, then I'm the type of person where, hey, I want to role play. Hey, I don't mind you going to the strip club, but, I can dance for you. Like, I may can't dance like the way that they can, but hey, let me have a few drinks. Let me put on some heels. Let me put on something sexy and cute. Let me dance for you. Like, that's me. That is me. Like, has to be the right person that bring that out of me, but that is me. That is who I am. I like doing things like that on that level. But I just want to say again, sex after a hysterectomy, it is the bomb. It is great. I don't know who came up with these lies or whatever, but ladies, nothing changes. The only thing changes, you're not getting a period anymore. There's no bleeding anymore. But oh my gosh, like, so you can have sex anytime because there's no bleeding, there's no cramping, there's no excuses. Oh, I can't do anything. I'm bleeding, yeah, I'm cramping, but no, all of that is gone. So it's just better. It's really better. So, um, so that's it for that. And then real quick, because I wanted to do a show in 30 minutes, but now it's over 30 minutes. So let me wrap this up real quick. Should women propose to men? Should a woman propose to a man? Okay, ladies, so here's the thing. It's 2025. It's a new day. It's a new time. And the answer is hell motherfucking no. No, no, in the fuck? Hell no. I'm not proposing to no motherfucking man, period. If you have to propose, if you have to get on your knees and all of that foolery, then you're fucking crazy. Because if you do, like, what does that make you? Are you going to be the husband and is he going to be the wife? There's nothing wrong with talking about marriage, just making sure that both of you are on the same page, that both of you do want the same thing. There's nothing wrong with giving someone an ultimatum either, because being with someone for so many years and there's no marriage in sight, that's insane, especially when you think that you're going to get married, if you're expecting it, if you're hoping it, like, oh, one day, any day now, I'm going to get the ring, and then the next year, oh, one day I'm going to get the ring and there's still no ring. Hell no. So you do need to be on the same page. You do need to know that this person believes in marriage and you believe in marriage. You can't be out here just like, um on some, changing your beliefs for somebody else. I believe in marriage. So, you know and it doesn't take that long. Marriage should not be forced. That's another thing. Marriage should not be forced, but you should know within, I'm gonna say maybe within a year, if a you know if you want to marry that person. But if a man says, hey, well, let's live together for a few years, he's making excuses. Let his ass go. Let his ass go. Every man don't believe in marriage. Every man don't want to get married, and that is fine. That is okay, because there's some women that are okay with that. Now, if you've tried it and you don't want to do it again, that's okay. Like, if you tried and like, no, I don't want to do it anymore. Because I'm going to tell you now, me personally, marriage is, it's a lot. It's a big commitment. So, um, again, but like I said, that should be a conversation between two people. That should not be between me and my friend girl, or him and his homies. That should be something between the two people that are together. And if you have to make him see the beauty in marriage, let his ass go. Because there are plenty of men that believe in marriage. There are plenty of men that want to get married. There are men that have been married and it didn't work. They're divorced, but hey, they'll try it again. The point is, there are just men out here that will wife you. So I want to say 2025, 3025, 4025, 10,025. A woman should never get on her knees and propose. Ever. Ever. I don't care what anyone says. No, ladies, you gotta really know your worth out here. Um, so I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. Um, if you get on your knees, get your ass up. Stand your ass up, dust your knees off, and walk away from the relationship. Don't force anyone to love you. All right, everyone, that does it for now. And stay tuned for our next episode.